Hello and welcome to the info session for the Global Scholars Program in 2021. Global Scholars Program, also known as GSP, is a Michigan learning community home to North Quad here at U of M. GSP in a nutshell. It's open for sophomores, juniors, and seniors. Freshmen are encouraged to check it out to prepare for the application process because we'd love to have you down the road. Because it's a Michigan learning community, there is that academic aspect. So we have fall and winter classes where various world issues and topics will be discussed to really give that holistic learning experience. In addition to that, our students are also paired with non-governmental organizations with internships that are all around the world. For example, mine was with Peace Boat USA out of Japan originally to prevent the spread of nuclear warfare. And this year was a little bit different as a lot of students were remote because of the coronavirus that is ongoing. But we are looking to be expecting more of an in-person fall. So if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to us regarding that. So what makes the Global Scholars Program so special is the true diverse and multicultural aspect. You can see here some of our stats about the countries represented and language spoken, but beyond that, there are so many different majors and interests among our students that really makes it an amazing environment to learn and grow and make friends with people that you might not have had the chance to before. So here is a screen capture from one of our meetings in the fall to give a little bit of an idea of what GSP Remote has been like. And to look a little bit closer at the class, in the fall we have ALA 210, defining critical global issues, and 211 in the winter for addressing critical global issues. So like the slide says, theme-based lessons on global issues that are led by our lead administrator, Benji. And along with the curriculum, people meet for dialogues that are really intentional conversations and reflections about ongoing important topics around the world. Just like I said, it's all about building intentionality about the way we discuss things and the conclusions that we meet. And along with the class, you have collaborative groups that you're paired with for your internships that kind of work along with the class. Here's a little bit of a snapshot of what in-person classes looked like. And there's Benji up at the front there. And here is a little bit of what it looks like to have all these internships around the world. For example, you can see in Japan, that's Peace Boat USA. And I'll hand it over to David to talk a little bit more about the internships.
Yeah, so like Max highlighted a little bit, first year students are going to be involved in internships that are really designed for them to really just focus on projects that will support equitable solutions for really communities around the world. And I had a great opportunity to work with SKSN and Indie Ability, which Sweet will go more into at the end of the presentation, and also Collateral Repair Project, which was based in Sudan, and it was to address physical needs and trauma relief within the community. Um, this is a photo of the Global Engagement Symposium. This is where we really get a chance to show the work that first year students did over the course of the semester. Um, we invite the whole school, and family members are also open to come. And it's a great way to wrap up and just highlight all the amazing work first year students do. After your first year in the program, you actually have a chance to become a GSP student leader. Um, The roles are dialogue facilitators, there's collaborative group facilitators, special project leads, resident advisors, whole nine. Um, Prospective leaders will train together in activities to prepare them for next year's first years, and leaders provide an important role in program planning for residents. And each type of leader will have their own separate responsibilities. Here's just a photo of leadership training. Again, during that training, we just gain important skills, really to become better leaders in the program, um, and better facilitators uh, in our own separate ways. This was actually a program put on by the RAs in the building. Um, it was just a nice little trip to the cider mill. Um, it was free, transportation was provided, and I think everybody had a good time. Look at everybody's smiling faces, and there were like a lot of donuts too, so that was good. And this is another event hosted by GSP student leaders, where students got a chance to go to the Charles H. Wright Museum in Detroit. Again, all expenses covered. Um, and students got to have lunch together and really dialogue about that experience. And the dialogue that they had was also counted for credit in terms of dialogues for your first year. And this is a picture of Mara actually at the GSP Culture Show, which is an annual event in the fall semester hosted by the GSP Student Advisory Council. And here, GSP members get a chance to really share aspects of their culture through performance, art, and other activities. And as you can see, Mara having fun playing ukulele up there, and we did other things like karaoke. Um, but yeah.
So in terms of the social justice, we take that facet very seriously at GSP. We partner with the Ginsberg Center Alternative Spring Break Program. I was actually privileged enough to go to Utica, New York this past spring break. We went to Utica and we were able to partner with the Mohawk Valley Resource Center for Refugees. And so it was just a really, really fun experience, kind of knowing a little bit about the NGO and how they have navigated kind of this past administration's different plans for immigrant and refugee rights. And we were also able to like set up an apartment for an incoming refugee family, which was just a really special experience. And of course, we also take the global aspect of GSP really seriously. So the summer of 2019, before COVID, we were able to go to India. And I also had the privilege of going there as well. This is us actually in front of the Taj Mahal. Yeah, it was just we were there for 1 month. We worked with different nonprofit organizations and we just had a lot of fun. So the first nonprofit that we worked with is called Jeevan Tirth in a city called Junakota, right outside of Ahmedabad, which is one of the bigger cities in Gujarat. And so in Jeevan Tirth, they help rural populations and those who live in the slums in the city to help promote sustainability and help them navigate the bureaucracy that is the Indian government. And so since we were there for a month, we also had plenty of time to sightsee. So this is a water well just outside of Gujarat, built around 600 AD. So if you can look a little closer, there's actually really intricate detailing in the stone, and it's all over this massive structure. And so as I said, like, it's been standing for over 1,400 years and it's still being used today. Another really great part of our trip was that we were able to go inside the slums and just like hang out with the school kids there. So this is a picture of our welcoming ceremony. And so there we got to go and work with the kids, kind of navigate their schooling system, and we're also treated to a really great bunch of activities. So on the right is actually one of those activities that I was mentioning. It's the talent show, and so we just they're just like so vibrant, honestly, the community, and so we were able to partake a little bit in that. And on the left is us on a road trip going to one of the rural villages in Gujarat, called Deliapada, and which where Jeevan Tirth works with. And so there they kind of promoted sustainability. We were able to help them plant trees and also kind of just learn about water rights in the city. The second nonprofit that we went to is called SKSN, India Ability, which David had mentioned working with. So this is a school for that integrates disabled and non-disabled kids, which is revolutionary here and especially revolutionary in India, where there's a lot more stigma around disability. So the kids actually go into local villages to help combat disability stigma through integrated games and activities. Here they're actually playing Kabaddi, which is a really popular game in that region. And so we were able to hang out with them, teach some English classes, and promote like personal development skills. One of my favorite parts of GSP is the social events. So this is a picture of the GS party, which is held in the fall semester near the beginning. So here we're just dancing, having fun, and there's plenty of snacks to go around as always. So one thing that GSP is really known for is chai chatter. So our administrational assistant, Nita, will help make us chai, and then there's always a big spread of snacks, always enough to go around. And so we have one of these once a week, which is a great way to kind of bond, get together, and share like a relaxing time with your community. And last but not least, as any UNIMISH organization, we also participate in all of the traditions. So this is, I think, the fall semester in 2019, where we painted the rock. This is just a small part of our community, but we had a lot of fun.